Gonna be showing you guys my machine goat deck in this video. I haven't been playing the modern metagame that much, been playing more of this stuff, but I still haven't been playing as much of goat or even Edison format. So I want to make that clear though, like this deck is not necessarily complete or super competitive, but I think it's fun. There's still a lot of upgrades and things I want to add to the deck, so when we get later in the video I'll discuss those and bring those cards up. But anyway, this is already kind of like a deck that was on, I think, goatduels.com. They have all the like starter kind of decks. So that's kind of why I decided to play this deck, is because it's kind of like Cyber Dragons when you think about it. It's kind of OTK style. We got machines, so it's pretty fun. The games that I did play with this, I did have a lot of fun. It definitely felt pretty consistent, but there definitely are cards that probably could make some upgrades and things. But anyway, we got, look at this, X-Head Cannon. We're going way back. 1800 attack machine, and it's a light. Awesome. 1800 attack is pretty powerful for a 4-star, so yeah, you can normal summon that. The only, I think, at level 4-star that's a machine that's better is this guy, the Mecha Challenger. He's got 1850, but I mean, the card's cool and all, but like X-Head Cannon's a lot cooler, and we can go into our fusion plays. This guy, he's just a big body. He's only 50 attack more. I mean, 50 attack is kind of the difference between killing and not killing. So that could be a potential card you add to the deck, but I just went with the X and YZ cannon dudes. Running 3 of them because it's sweet. Also, this deck, just keep in mind, does run limited removal. Because again, we're kind of going more OTK style, although I guess, yeah, I don't really know the difference between if this deck is considered OTK or more of, I guess, like a combo-y mid-range. I don't know, it's got potential. Next up, we got the X Dragon Head, one of my favorite machines from like the, I guess, first season almost. Well, like the first arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a 1500 body, and you can equip it to X-Head Cannon, although typically you don't really. But if you do equip it, the monster gets like 400 bonus attack and defense, so you can make it 2200 attack, which actually is kind of a good amount. And if the X-Head Cannon is destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. But yeah, we're running 3 of those, and this deck I did want to, what's the word, kind of maximize my XYZ Dragon Boys, because it's cool. We got Z Metal, kind of the same thing. You can equip it, it's got 1500 attack. It's kind of interesting, this looks more defensive, but this only has 1300 defense, while the X head, or the Y head's got 1600, I don't know. But you can equip this to either X or Y, and they get at 600 attack and defense. Same thing with the Union equip things. If it's destroyed, you can destroy this instead. Pretty cool. So we got that lineup. Now we got Spicy Pick. Gotta get rid of the glare. We got Blowback Dragon, one of the coolest cards in the game. 2300, 6-star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he only needs 1 tribute, and he's a dark type. Now, I haven't actually played with this card yet because I just added it to the deck. I forgot I even had it. So I haven't actually had some good interactions with this card, but it's cool. You can toss a coin 3 times. If at least 2 results are heads, select one card on your opponent's side of the field and destroy it. You can only use this once during your main phase. But it's a cool dragon. Such a cool machine dragon. Now the thing is, this card probably works better with like the Gatlin Dragon dude, I think, in the Reasoning Gate, the Steins Gate deck. I do want to build the Steins Gate deck because I love Steins Gate and I love Gatlin Dragon. One thing to keep in mind though is this probably isn't like a super competitive, I guess, card, but it's super cool, fun, and I want it in my deck, so that's why I put it there. But yeah, Blowback Dragon. Now we got Dekoichi, the Battle Enchanted Locomotive. This guy's got a flip effect. You kind of just draw a card. You get to draw more cards if you got the Bochi Freight card on your side of the field, but that thing's not good, so you don't really play it. Running 2 of these. This thing's good because it's a machine and it's also dark. 4-star, you can summon it. 1400 attack. The card advantage, or the like ability for it to replace itself and get another machine on the field, is pretty good. That's what I found. I don't think I need 3 of them because I think there's just other cards out there. So this actually rounds out the machines. For a machine deck, I think I would want more of them. But I guess 12 out of 40 cards. This is a 40 card deck. That should be somewhat acceptable, maybe. And yeah, we have to run this card. It's just so good. Like, if you're not playing this card and your deck has the capability or the ability to play it, like, I don't know. It's just hard to pass it up. The cards that we show right now, we have 9 light and 3 dark. However, we do have some other dark cards, but a lot of the cards are light. But yeah, this guy's so good. You just remove cards from your graveyard, and then you summon him, and then he's got 3,000 attack, and then you can just attack again if you kill things, and you can banish things. It's just like one of the best cards in the game. This actually is like one of the best monsters in the game. So if your deck can run it, you probably should. So that's why I'm adding it in this. Also, Blackluster Soldier is just a cool card to begin with. You don't need any other reasons to play it. I felt kind of like, what's the word? Like annoyed that I decided to play this card, but like, it just feels so good when you play him. We got Shining Angel. When this guy dies, you kind of just replace it with another card, another light monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck. You get the special summon in attack mode. We got Z Metal, Y Dragon. They're both 1,500, so those are pretty much the main targets. That's going to be a way that we're going to potentially be able to set up the next turn and to go into one of our fusion plays. Or again, just kind of get more machines on the field. Because again, we are running limit removal. Running 2 of these, we don't like, it's not like a staple in the deck in my opinion, but it definitely helps get our puzzle pieces. Running the pre-errata Sangan, kind of the same thing as Shining Angel, just Sangan. Pretty standard card, you know, just to run in any deck. Also to dark. Got Magician of Faith. We have some really, I guess in GOAT in general, there's just some really good spell cards or magic cards. Magician of Faith makes it so you get more. So you get play Pot of Greed, play Magician of Faith, get Pot of Greed again, play Pot of Greed, draw Graceful Charity. It's just an awesome cycle. So 2 Magician of Faith, just again, we have a lot of magic cards that are good. And it's also light, so we get in the graveyard, it's spicy. Playing 1 Breaker the Magical Warrior, just a staple like in every deck. It's 4 stars, it comes out 1,900 attack. You remove the counter from them, and you get to pop something on the, or pop a spell or trap on the field. Like, the value of this card's crazy. So, kind of need them. Sad is not a machine. Like, we have a lot of non-machine stuff, but it's just, these cards are just so good. Like, it's so hard to just not play them. That's why we're doing that. Now, this is a new addition to the deck. I haven't actually played. Actually, I played 1 game, but I didn't get to summon it. Cyberjar. For some reason, this card is not a machine, despite that it looks exactly like a machine, and its name is Cyber Dragon, almost like Cyber Dragon. It's got the stupidest flip effect. This card's actually probably dumb, but I just thought it was, I don't know, it spices up the game a little bit. Flip effect, you destroy all monsters on the field, both players, and pick up 5 cards from the top of the deck and special summon all level 4 or lower monster cards from among them and face up attack position or face down defense position. The rest of the cards are picked up and added to their hands. What's cool about this is we're running a lot of level 4s and machines, and if we got like something like limited removal also, we swing in with that card and we win the game OTK. Kind of just spices the game up a little bit, and we're running a pretty good amount of monsters, and I don't know, this card should probably be a machine monster. That rounds out the monsters. So again, we got a good amount of machines. I would say it's a little more than half machines. Probably could take out like, I don't even know what we would take out actually. Like they're like these cards, maybe like a 1 Shining Angel. You could throw in like another machine type card. Like there's so many good machines. Yeah, even like Jinzo. I was trying to get Jinzo in the deck, but I don't know. It's just really hard to decide what cards are, worthy of putting in the deck. Like there's just so many good ones. So that rounds out the monsters though. Blowback Dragon would probably get cut for something a little bit more meta, but Blowback Dragon is cool. Moving on to the spells. 2 limited removal cards. Awesome. Actually, in case you don't know, it's a quick effect card. Double the attack of all machine type monsters you control to the end of turn. Then you gotta destroy the monsters at the end phase. But usually you're swinging in for the kill, or you're in GOAT. What I found, at least from the games I played, cards nutty. Sometimes like your machines might not be huge, like maybe like 1,500 attack or whatever, but then all of a sudden, like if your opponent swings in with some monster to kill your machine, you double the attack. A lot of damage. And next up, where you got Pot of Greed. You get to draw 2 cards from your deck, add it to your hand. Crazy. As a reminder, we are running 2 Magician of Faith. Get to get these cards back to our hand. Obviously, the Graceful Charity, no reason to not play this card. Nobleman a cross out. Pretty standard, just destroy flip, or have the potential to destroy flip monsters and stuff. There's a lot of good flip effect cards in this format, so you just need it. You need it. Then we got things to destroy back row, Heavy Storm, Got 2 giant Trunade. I think if you wanted to go a little bit more like OTK style, you'd run 3 giant Trunade. That just kind of ensures that, you know, some things like Mirror Force or whatever other cards are out there, you're going to be able to push through that to actually do a lot of damage. Like if you wanted to go in for that OTK. Then we got MST. Again, pretty standard. Card of Destruction. I like this card a lot. It's fun. Each player discards their entire hand that draws the same number of cards. Now there's that deck like Chaos Control that kind of turbos out the BLS. So this card kind of helps other decks out a lot, and in our deck it's not that good. But I just like the card. I don't know. It's a cool card to destroy your hand. The reason I'm also playing this is because we're running things like Premature Burial and Call of the Haunted. So if I destroy my hand, then we draw some more cards, we get that normal summon monster, and then I get to play, like I say, Premature Burial. Then if I play something like X-Head Cannon, then I like revive the Y-Head or whatever, or the Y-Dragon dude, and then I get to put him on the field, then we get to go into the fusion. So it kind of like sets up some special summons potentially. Again, probably not the best strategy in the world, but I think it's kind of cool. So Premature Burial, pay 800 life points, kind of special summon a monster from your graveyard. Pretty good, pretty good. Better than Call of the Haunted in my opinion, because you get to do it on the same turn. That rounds out these spells. Now there's so many good spells out there, like there's so many. These are the ones that I opted in for. Like Delinquent Duo, I'd really want to add to the deck. I don't feel like spending the money on that. The card is kind of expensive, so I think I was originally running 3 limited removal, but I just found that like sometimes it gets cloggy. Like there's a lot of. It's probably better to like set it up a little bit more with, in my opinion, with limited removal than kind of just shotgunning multiple limited removals. But you need to have machines on the field. So one of my favorite spell card or trap cards, Mirror Force, man, and the card's actually good in this format. You're limited to 1. Super fun card, super nostalgic. The artwork is really basic, but it's fitting and it's I think impactful almost. Like it does exactly what it probably should do. Reminds me a lot of the show Call of the Haunted, kind of again reviving some stuff. Got Dust Tornado. This could probably get swapped out. This is kind of just another form of removal, and it's just more specific because it's a trap card. Yeah, I could probably swap this out with something else, but I have it there for now. Got Solemn Judgment. Just yeah, get powerful, answers anything card. Bring in Destruction. This card's won me like probably like 4 games because you just blow things up. I feel like almost any deck could run this card. But yeah, you're kind of just burning away people's life points. You gotta be careful though, not to kill yourself with it. But yeah, you got 2 bottomless traps, some more removal. I guess it's kind of removal. We got the Sakuretsku armor, kind of the same thing, except this is only when things attack. So this card's important because things like Spirit Reaper exist. So like you can't really kill it. You can't kill it as a result of battle, and bottomless trap's not going to get it. So you kind of need something that targets it. That's a spell or trap. So I mean, there's obviously other cards out there, but this card is just a good one. Good card. But yeah, Mirror Force, one of the best cards in the game. Now there's definitely this one card, I think it's Return to the Dimension or something like that. That card you kind of need, and I mean you don't need it in this deck, but I think it's very handy. Now to think about it, I kind of messed up. I don't remember if that card is even allowed in this format. It's definitely allowed in Edison. It's called Return from the Different Dimension. That's a good card for. Now we got the fusions. We got YZ Tank Dragon. You need Y Head and Z Metal. 2100 attack. If you don't know how all these cards work, as long as you have the monsters on your field, you just remove them from play, then you get the special summon this card. You do not use polymerization. That's what makes these cards so good. Discard 1 card from your hand, destroy 1 face-up monster card on your opponent's side of the field. So this one destroys face-up monster cards. This one destroys face-up spell and trap cards. This one's my favorite because the artwork is so cool. And YZ Tank, you destroy 1 face-down spell and trap card on the field. It's got 2400 attack, so a little bit bigger. And XYZ, you need them all, 2800 attack, and you get to destroy or discard a card from your hand and destroy any card on the field. So definitely the best one, although I haven't really actually gotten this card out because again you need to have all 3 of them on the field. So It's a little bit more strict, but yeah, it's super cool. These cards are awesome. Hopefully this video isn't too dark, and I'm thinking about it. Like, I have all the lighting on and stuff, but it looks a little dark. Pretty cool, pretty fun deck. I had some fun. One of the biggest cards I think I need is called Fusilier Dragon or something like that. Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast. Card's awesome in this deck. Then I gotta add like 1 or 2 Book of Moon. This is kind of like a cool combo with that. You can get that card up to the original 2800 attack pretty easily with Book of Moon. Yeah, I'm kind of working on I have to work on the Steins Gate deck. My one friend has a Koala Burn deck, and I played it, and it is so fun. I've never had so much fun playing a burn deck before. But yeah, you just play Koala Bear and you burn people. It's a lot of fun. Injection Fairy Lily, Spirit Reaper, just some other kind of good cards. Also, I'm very sad about GOAT. The last set in GOAT was the Lost Millennium. The next set after that is Cybernetic Revolution. Like, come on, we couldn't have had one. You couldn't have added Cybernetic Revolution to GOAT. That'd be so fun. Like Cyber Dragons and GOAT. I'm trying to build these GOAT decks as like cheap as possible because, I mean, unless I really want the card for collecting purposes, but I just like these decks are just meant to kind of have fun play. And I am trying to get the like older version of the card. So you see these are the DR1 Dark Revelation. Is that what it is? Dark Revelation? I don't remember. But yeah, all these are DR1. I'm trying to get like the original artworks. This is the Astral Pack one. These are not right. MRL. This one's wrong. MRD. Just kind of keep it nostalgic and kind of how it was and get the same printings of the cards. I don't know. But kind of get those cards as cheap as possible and then just have a wide variety of decks to play. Anyway though, maybe I'll do some more GOAT decks soon. I need to do Steins Gate deck, and I want to build my own Koala Burn deck because it's so dumb. I don't know. It's so dumb, but fun. Anyway though, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos. Check out some other videos on the channel, and see you later.